In 2015, my mom was rushed to the hospital and was in the ICU for several days and never really recovered from getting sick at that point. And my dad was her primary caregiver here in town. And we thought she was going to get better, and she never really was recovering. And then a few months later, my dad was diagnosed with stage 4 bladder cancer. So at that point, both of my parents were sick in their early 70s, and I was the only child of theirs living here in Fort Collins. And so a lot of their caregiving became something that I had to do. So not only caring for my dad, who was dying of cancer, but then also needing to care for my mom, who couldn't drive or get her own groceries or anything like that. And also they struggled financially, and so also trying to find resources to help them financially as well as help me help them. And it became something that was pretty challenging because I have 2 young children and I was also working at the time. And so I was right in the thick of being in that sandwich generation and not really having enough time to do anything well, and not knowing where to find all the resources that I needed to navigate that all successfully. I did not have experience with this population and had never thought about it prior to my parents getting sick. I was happy to be oblivious about it. So being thrust into it all of a sudden was like sink or swim, and I felt like I was drowning a lot at the time. The most valuable thing that I learned about in doing the SAP program was the Larimer County Office on Aging and the availability there of their options counselors, which is exactly the kind of resource that I needed. So I learned that you can send them an email or give them a call, and that they know all of the resources in town, and that I could have described my situation to them, my parents' situation, and that they would have known where to send me for help. Because I was floundering all over the internet all the time, trying to find the different resources that I needed, and not doing a very good job because I didn't even know what was out there to try to find. And once I learned about those options counselors, it was too late for me because my parents had passed at that point. But I just thought what a wonderful resource that would be for other people who are going through the same kind of situation. Caregivers, such as people in my situation, might be more likely to find information on the internet to assist older people. And so I think the SAP website was exactly what I wish I had had and my sister had had when we were helping our parents, because that's a centralized place where you can find the help that you need, and especially having the information about being able to contact the options counselors at the Office on Aging would have been just a lifesaver for us.